Thanks for clicking the dreaded Rose report. Sorry about not being on there for quite a while. Had a lot of stuff going on here at the homestead with the family, but we're all under control now. Back to normal? Well, never been normal. Friday's episode, Talk is Jericho, is going to be featuring Chris Jericho and WWE Charles Robinson, referee. They're going to be discussing the incident from Raw when Neville was injured a couple of weeks ago and Jericho went off on the referee. Anyway, we'll maybe find out a little bit more on that, just who was in the wrong or didn't understand what happened. But TMZ caught up with WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan coming out of a big win over Gawker. Hogan says he's not nervous about the appeal because only good things happen in his life. Oh, well, and regarding a possible WWE run, or return anyway, Hogan says he would love to see that happen and jokes about he would like to punch Vince McMahon right in the face. Anyway, Sean X-Pac Waltman, he was backstage at Monday's Raw in Philadelphia, and he tweeted about recording the podcast. Codpass? Oh, hey, I haven't been on there for a while. Anyway, he recorded a podcast with Chris Jericho. He said, I recorded about 90 minutes of an episode of one of the very best podcasts out there today at Raw. It's one that's the very best I've ever done. Why don't he do that all the time? Former WWE star Ray Gordy, or Jesse, or Grandmaster Jay, if you remember him, 37 years old the other day, and Travis Tomko was 40. Also, Ray is going to be appearing at the WWE 2016 Hall of Fame ceremony next month to induct his late father, Terry Gordy, of the Fabulous Freebirds, and NXT taped the following for, I don't know, was it last night, or it must have been last night. Well, I got the results of that. I ain't going to tell you what it was. I'll just read you the results here in a minute. And WWE issued a Twitter poll asking fans if they enjoyed last night's Total Divas episode, which was actually 2 nights ago. About 38,000 people answered and said 54% give it a thumbs up. WWE posted a video with Renee Young talking with Emma, Lana, Naomi, and Tamina Snuka at WWE's taping and main event. Emma says she's been overlooked for a long time, and now she's there. She's going to get her WrestleMania moment. And Lana says that they will crush the Total Divas at WrestleMania 32. Summer Rae ended up walking in and has words with Lana at first, but talks her into putting the Rusev thing behind her, behind them, and focus on WrestleMania. Anyway, Lana says it's on the Total Divas now, and then leaves with the new Team Bad. Lana ought to know, Summer Rae always puts the guys behind her. She has to. There'd be too many in front of her. She couldn't go nowhere. And it looks like Alberto Del Rio will not be on this, yesterday's SmackDown. Tonight. Anyway, there was a segment between the Legion of Nations and WWE Tag Team Champions New Day to promote WrestleMania 32, but Del Rio wasn't there to be found. Don't know where he went. And noted, Emma and Summer Rae did a run-in during Paige and Naomi's match at the main event taping in Boston, and led to speculation that the multi-diva match may be a 5-on-5 with Emma, Summer, Lana, Naomi, and Tamina versus Bella, Paige, Natalya, Alicia Fox, and a partner yet to be announced. Tonight's Paige versus Naomi at the main event taping ended in a run-in, like I say, by Emma and Summer Rae. All right, looks like I'm off about a day on this. Hang on, I'll get up to today's news coming up real quick. This is actually yesterday's. It looks like a match could end between, like I say, the 5-on-5, or it could be a 5-on-4. I don't know what's going on with this. Daniel Bryan Appreciation Night has been postponed after being announced for Monday's WWE live event at Madison Square Garden. WWE and MSG cited a scheduling conflict, but should be noted Bryan is no longer advertised for this weekend's live event in Trenton, New Jersey as the post-WrestleMania 32 tour of the UK also. And it appears WWE is canceling all upcoming Daniel Bryan Appreciation Night festivities at live events. No word yet on why Bryan's happenings has been mixed, but he pulled out of an upcoming the schedule at the Post WrestleMania tour, but confirmed that Bryan asked for time off and was granted it. Bryan is still being advertised for a VIP signing at WrestleMania 32 Access on April 3rd, the day of the big event. Later, I found out, which I didn't put on there, that's also been canceled. Somebody else is coming in Daniel Bryan's place. So I don't know whether it's health issues or just what's going on. Undertaker today, 51 years old. Well, Jack Swagger and Fernando, 34 years old each, maybe 34 and further. They can start winning matches. Under 35, under 34, they couldn't win a match if they had to give it to them. But now maybe they can after this. They're of age now. Yeah. Christopher Daniels, 45 years old. Barry Horowitz, 56. And the wonderful Lana, 31 years old today. And let me see. Birthday party for Undertaker. Birthday party for Lana. A birthday party for the dead man. The birthday party for Lana. What would you go to? No, I would. Hey, tape for tonight's SmackDown. Not going to do a spoiler. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte in a non-title match. You know who's going to win there. Sheamus taking on Kofi Kingston. Usos taking on the Ascension. Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler taking on The Miz and Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns taking on Bubba Dudley. AJ Styles taking on Tyler Breeze. I wonder who's going to win that match. And Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar is going to be there appearing. WrestlingDVDNetwork.com has confirmed that the WWE interview with ECW Originals, Spike Dudley, Sign Guy Dudley, Raven, RVD, Tommy Dreamer, Mick Foley, Joey Styles, Lance Storm, and Taz, and others for the Straight Outta Dudleyville, the Legacy of the Dudley Boys DVD and Blu-ray that comes out April 12th is being done. The documentary, it says it's only 75 minutes. Man, they cut down on that quite a bit. They used to have the full disc, was 2.5 hours on it. But there's also several stories extras on it, and interviews with Bubba Dudley and Devon Dudley, plus about 20 matches. All right, it looks like John Cena could miss in-ring action at WrestleMania 32, which I didn't think was going to happen because I thought they'd be a big surprise. But anyway, he may miss Payback, Extreme Rules, and Money in the Bank. Why? The latest internal ETA on John Cena on his return is actually wrestling. And he may be back, on screen, maybe do a run-in or something, but actually wrestling is going to be around July. Everyone knows that Cena, usually comes back ahead of schedule and works out tremendously, but the possibility is always there he get back a little sooner. But if Cena was out to the July, he could return at the Battleground pay-per-view in July 24th. Cena just hit the 350-pound mark on his rehab for shoulder surgery, and many people expect him to make some sort of a non-wrestling appearance at WrestleMania. Fox Sports Radio 1340 in Washington, D.C. I don't know how they know anything, but they posted a tweet saying Randy Orton will be back on WWE TV in April. Could that be another sneak in on WrestleMania? I think so. He'll sneak in there somewhere. But back in January, Orton denied reports that he might need neck surgery, and he's still recovering from his shoulder surgery that happened in late 2015. And the latest we heard on his return is that he's not a lock for WrestleMania 32, but they expect him back anytime between March and May. All right, NXT results from the other night. I think it's the 23rd. Well, it's been last night, huh? Anyway, we had a singles match. Eliza Sampson taking on Johnny Gargano. And good old Johnny won, I think in about a 5-minute match. Singles match, Finn Balor taking on Rich Swann. Balor won. 5-minute match. Let me see. Singles match with Alexa Bliss, with Blake and Murphy and Sarah Dobson. Alexa won. Singles match between Bull Dempsey and Danny Burch. I guess the match didn't happen. Samoa Joe, attacked from behind. The match never did get started. Samoa Joe kind of interfered in it. Oh well. Try it again next week, huh? And singles match with Emma and Asuka. Looks like Asuka won. 14-minute match. And that wasn't very long. A lot of wrestling. The Alexa Bliss match, I think it was only like 4 minutes. Oh well. Good thing it's on the network, huh? Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.